Today, we're going to show you a fun and simple way to build your child's vocabulary and get them talking through play. These games are easy to do at home and turn everyday moments into learning opportunities. My name is Marnie Hansen, and I'm an EL teacher at Lion School.
And I'm joining Marnie here. I'm Sylvia Gorski Duarte, family resource teacher for the district, supporting multilingual families.
Okay, so from your kit at home, please grab your Post-it notes, a pen, and your talking games activity sheet that you see pictured here, and you can follow along with us. Why is vocabulary important? Why are we doing this? The more words a child hears, the more prepared they are when they enter school. Children who develop a rich vocabulary tend to be deeper thinkers and express themselves better. Vocabulary also helps a child better understand what they read. It improves their reading comprehension, their writing, and language development. Research tells us that by third grade, children who hear more words tend to have bigger vocabularies. They become stronger readers and they perform better on tests. So improving those language and literacy skills early in life will enable them to more easily communicate and succeed academically.
Early child is a critical time in a child's brain development. The great news is that there's ways to support your child's brain development that is completely free and can be done anytime and in any place. There are three simple steps. Tune in, give attention to your child's communication, talk more. These conversations can be simple, just adding words to your normal daily routines and narrating what is happening. Okay, it's time to go grocery shopping. Let's find our shoes. Your shoes are pink, my shoes are black, and so on. Add big words to your speech. You saw that big tree. It's humongous. And take turns with your child. Support your child in engaging in conversations. Ask open-ended questions instead of questions that have a yes or no answer. Reflect back to your child what you hear them saying. It sounds like recess was really fun today. Tell me more about the games you played. That way you go back and forth.
Vocabulary improves listening and speaking as a young child, which in turn impacts their reading and writing by school age. So listening and speaking develop first in a child's life. And by focusing in on these domains at a young age, this will benefit them when they start to read and write. The more words they know, the more they can read and write later on in school. So start talking, and listening early.
Now let's jump into our games. We have some celebrity students who are going to demonstrate some games for us. The first game is called ABC Games, and we pick a topic and start naming things in that category. Our students chose a topic of going to a birthday party.
Went to a birthday party and I brought an Apple phone. I went to a birthday party and I brought an Apple phone in a backpack. I went to a birthday party and I brought a cake. See what you're excited. And an Apple phone and a backpack and a cake.
Another game is called the mixed up alphabet game. Pick a topic like foods, animals, places. In this case, we're going to choose an animal. Choose a word to start with, and then the next word has to start with the last letter of the previous word. So here's an example. I'm going to start with an animal, dog.
So dog ends with G, so I'm going to say gorilla.
Gorilla ends with A, so I'm going to throw in aardvark.
Ooh, aardvark. Aardvark ends with K. Kangaroo?
Oh, kangaroo ends with O. That's a really tough one. Oh, all of the first graders are learning about the ocelotl this year. Okay, our next game is a fan favorite. It's called Heads Up. And if you've ever heard of it, there's an app version. There's also a board game version, and it's played a lot like the game charades. If you download the QR code here that is pictured on the slide, it will show you a version of how to play the game. There's also pictures on the slide of what the app looks like in the App Store. This will be a video of students playing this game. They all learned about change makers in first grade in social studies. And so they are playing the game. There'll be a word on their forehead, and the group has to give them clues about the word that is on their forehead. You will see this played out in the video from our celebrity star students.
Is it a girl? No. Is it a boy? Yes. Yes. Is it a farmer? No. Was it the baseball player? No. Yes. No.
Is he a baseball player?
Yes.
Okay, you have one more question.
Did it say that black and people can be together and not separated? No. Was it Jackie Robinson?
Yes, good job.
Our next game is Play Password. One person gives one-word clues to guess the secret password. For example, if the password is dog, I don't see that word, but my teammate will give me clues about dogs until I guess the right answer. For example, I will tell Miss Hanson, it is furry, it likes bones, this animal barks.
Is it a dog?
Yes, you got it.
Yay! Next game is called Opposites, and this is an easy one to play. You say a word, the other person shares an opposite word, and then we have to explain why they are opposites. For example, if I say popsicle, then Sylvia, what would be the opposite of popsicle?
I think it's soup because popsicles are solid and soup is liquid. This next game is called 20 Questions. Maybe you've heard of it already. This game, you think of an object or a thing, and other players ask 20 yes or no questions about what you're thinking of. You're going to see a video example. A student is thinking of an Arctic animal, and the other students have to ask 20 yes or no questions to try and guess which animal that is.
Can it run?
Yes. Abram is crossing off the questions as they're asked. Marcus.
Can it swim?
Yes. Chris.
Does it have fur?
Yes.
Does their fur change in the summer?
I don't know. Great question.
Is that a Arctic fox?
Yes. Good job, everybody.
say that.
Okay, get your phone out. This is something you can play anytime you're in the car or just an on-the-go game. It's called Family Memories. A word, and then each family member shares a memory associated with that word. So for example, if I said the word sand, we could talk about, do you remember that time we buried Dad in the sand and only his head was showing? And this is where your phone comes in. Let's say I find a picture on my phone of one of the family members in a soccer game. And then we could just start to ask questions and talk about that picture. Do you remember this day? This was Marnie's soccer game. Yeah, we watched Maria play at Atia that day. Yes, and her friend John scored a goal. And then we had pilates to celebrate afterwards. Yay! So it just brings more discussion about the pictures on your phone.
The next one is another guessing game. I'm thinking of something that has a tail. It's very tall. It has 4 legs. It eats leaves from tall trees, but its tail is very short.
Could it be a giraffe?
Good guess.
Yay!
So we can think of anything we want and just start giving descriptors until the other person guesses.
This game is called Tell a Story. One person shares a phrase and the next person builds on that until you decide to end your story. So if I started with, once I saw a tall building.
That was in the middle of the city.
The city is Chicago, Illinois.
And there are many trains, and I jumped on a train.
That train was called the L train, and I rode it all the way downtown to the middle of the city.
You can keep going your story until you come up with a good ending.
Now we're going to ask you to take out your Post-it notes and a pen. out of your goodie bag, and you can follow along with some of the examples we're giving you here. This is called labeling objects around your house. You're going to, and your child are going to label words around your house, and you can do this in any language. In fact, you can label something like your refrigerator and then write it in Spanish.
Refrigerador.
And then you can post it all around your house. The students are very familiar with this in school because we do this and have labels all around our classroom. One way to extend this is you can look for objects that begin with a certain letter. So if we say the letter is B, you have to find objects around your house and label them bed or breakfast table. All the students in first grade learn about diagraphs. So you can say, find words that start with a diagraph, like the word shelf, and label that. You can even find words inside of words, like the word bin. Look at that little word inside, in. You can have them label syllables, compare words in other languages. It's endless what you can do with this game. Another way to extend it is to just orally label things while driving. You don't have to use the Post-it notes, but just look around and talk about what you see at the doctor's office, what you see at the park, what you see outside the window as you're driving by. Another way you can categorize things by themes. You can say, tell me all the things you see outside in nature. Tell me all of the things you see that are yellow all around you. Here we have students, our celebrity students, once again, that are giving you an example of what you can do with these labels. They sat down and each visualized a room in their home and they wrote labels. And this is their wonderful way of showing you how they did it. They're going to bring these labels home and stick them to the things all around their house. They're very excited to show off what they've learned.
So try these games at home, play them on the go in the car, on the bus, or wherever you are, and label in different parts of your house or on the go. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.